claim for the sick day.
So this is what I was thinking about too. I had hit him up a while ago because, I was.
Hey, this nigga cleared his throat.
He did.
He just cleared his throat
Twice.
Twice.
Hey, look,
Twice.
Justin did it too.
Excuse me.
He touched it too. This don't help nothing. Just touching it.
I have COVID. No, I'm joking. Nigga was just blatantly honest. I have COVID. I'm suffering. Having a sketch show, man. This is what I was thinking about. Has he tried to do it? I hit him up because he hit me up a long time ago. Like Rail was following me on Twitter a long time ago because he's like, man, I seen your sketches. That's when I was doing it. I was kind of popping on YouTube back in the day. But
one of the originators, but you'll never get credit.
I was one of the originators that never get credit. That's a fact.
That's how it always goes.
That's
Man.
Hey, I was
that Mortal
too.
Kombat
If we count, I was too. Not as big as on the platform as you.
Thank you.
The Mortal Kombat one, I feel like that everybody's done every 3 years. He was the first person to ever do it.
Yes, I was. Thank you very much, Ron. I appreciate that. But I was thinking I had hit him up about a sketch show. I think he said he was working on something. But have y'all thought about doing like a sketch show?
Yeah, we talked about it, but I mean, real busy and like I feel like with my sketch show, like we've done a pilot before, me and a couple other.
That's the
social
one.
media.
Was that
dope.
Comedy Central?
No, we did something for like just something we threw on like social media.
Okay, it was dope,
You know
bro.
what I mean? I appreciate it.
That was
That shit was fun. We did that shit in 2 days, bro.
No way.
Yeah, 2 days, bro.
That was dope.
17 minutes worth.
Your
of
eye
shit.
for comedy
You
is
know what I
like
mean?
super dope.
But my thing is, I just don't feel like it's time for that shit yet. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the networks and all that shit are taking. They're looking over the comedy. Like all these contracts is like, nah, we got to see what y'all are doing first. We got to know and all that shit. And my comedy, when it comes to creating shit, I just wake up and be like, yo, this is funny. Let's record it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't find nobody that understands my speed yet, I feel like.
Well, the suits are a little lazy right now. I feel like in comedy, it's a lazy period right now because all the dope people I feel like are unseen.
Yeah.
Kind of like the festival that came to LA. A lot of the really dope comics didn't get on any shows. And I'm like, yo, this is weird. Like, it's a whole generation of us, but none of us get seen.
What festival are you talking about?
Netflix.
Oh, the Netflix. Okay.
Did
Yeah.
any of y'all you did one?
I got a few shows, but it was the week of. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
You did,
It was like,
I was a by the way call. Like, hey, by the way, we got
hey, what you doing tomorrow? Kind of,
Right.
yeah. All my shows like, what you doing tomorrow? But I'm saying, I feel like because of young black comics and having lack of representation, a lot of us didn't get on those shows. So we got like the scraps.
This is what I wanted, because see, people don't know. A lot of people know this. Some people don't know this. Gary cousin is Usher, like real deal. To a point where Usher looked at me like I would beat your ass if you ever asked me if Gary. I met Usher the same night T.I. came out here to do stand up for the first time. I was there, right? Me, Chris Spencer, Benji Brown.
Was it Laugh Factory?
No, it was at in the belly room.
Oh,
yeah. So we there, and Usher's there, and I go to Usher, and I was like, "Hey, Usher," I said, "It's Gary." I tried to go in the super humble tip. It's Gary.
Humble eyebrows.
Yeah. Hey. The up down. Hey, it's Gary. It's Gary O'Neal, yo cousin. He looked at me. Usher said, "Nigga, you know Gary O'Neal, my cousin, bro."
Hilarious.
And I was like, oh, okay, no disrespect. And then this nigga fucking did a dance move.
Wait,
Out the room?
Time out. Yo.
He did the Usher slide. He was like, you know, and then he fucking.
They call me you.
Hey, but what's funny?
Where you go?
He
didn't
said,
finish it.
he said, you make me wanna. And I was like,
Slap the shit.
all right, you made me wanna slap the shit out of you. So, anyways, this is the point I was going to get to though. How do y'all feel? Because his best friend is Michael Strahan. So his cousin is Usher. His best friend Michael Strahan. You with Rail and who else? I said Ryan. Well,
Ryan,
I'll say
Sam
Ryan.
J.
I'll say Rail right now. It's Sam J. Just when it comes to like network shit.
Yeah.
How important, or do you feel is necessary for your friends to help you out? Like, do you feel like they could be doing more, or do you feel like they've done enough?
Well, with Usher, I don't ask him for shit. I don't ask him for nothing. That's my first cousin. That's my father's sister's son. But we have a relationship where we just cousins. Like that's it. I don't ask him for anything. But as far as Mike, Mike is
He like cleared his throat. Nigga cleared his throat.
Oh, look, no. I'm
That
sorry.
was a casual one too.
No.
That was Mike.
Look, no, I'm sorry.
He shifted his glasses. About this.
Yeah, what about Mike?
As far as Mike, puts me in the room with the people that I need to talk to. He's not the guy that's gonna be like, hey, this is my boy that does this, because he's like, yo, if I had to grind and get my ass up and make the move, you got to do the same thing. But he puts me in the room with all of the people that I need to know. And now, you know, at this point, it's like, all right, now I just have to have something for them to be like, all right, we'll look at it. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about the people that sign people checks. Like, and it's different with them, because you it's not like you got to do all of that shit, but it's like sometimes you got to. I have to learn to be their friends first, because I think that's what makes it better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't just come at them, you know, because of what I do and be like, hey, this is what I do. I'd rather just be their friend first, work on my shit, and then when I have it, then I have it, and they'll be like, all right, well, let me take a look at it.
Yeah. How you feel?
Man, I feel like honestly they don't like they're friends. Like with talking to Rel and talking to Sam, we talk more about normal shit. You know what I mean? I don't remember the last time me and Rel really talked about comedy. You know what I mean?
Right.
It would have to be us on tour doing something. And as far as doing shit, like Rel put me on the Fox lot. I wasn't SAG. I didn't have an agent. I didn't have a manager. None of that. And he was like, no, he's the guy that's getting the role. So I'm walking around the Fox lot, nigga, with nothing. Right. That's almost impossible. You got to have everything lined up to do some shit like that. You know what I mean? So he put me in front of people. Sam Jace put me in front of people, and it's one of them things where I don't even think I think about it. You know what I mean? Once we become real,
you're a genuine friend. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs one friend like that in Hollywood, like just somebody to co-sign on you or help you get in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Right, help you get in the room. I need you to put me in some shit and cut the shit. That's what I need.
That's my real question.
Yeah, I don't need you to put me in the room, motherfucker. I could get an invite. I don't know, because I think I had asked Naeem that question too. Like with him and Naeem Lynn, that's part of the Plastic Cup Boys with Kevin. And I think I might have asked him on my other podcast, was like, do you ever feel like he could do more?
Do more, yeah.
Because here's my thing. This is what we know for a fact. Nowadays, you can say social media also. You put somebody in your videos, and if you put them in enough videos, they could get a following. Or if you repost their video, then that's another. And I ain't talking about just share on the IG story. I mean, if you repost somebody's shit on your wall
and it stays there,
I feel like that's real deal. You helping this motherfucker out.
Yeah.
That's a real deal.
Absolutely.
The other way is putting somebody in a TV show or a movie. It don't matter how much stand-up you do, you only go collect certain amount of fans per show. You see what I'm saying? Like even me, I'm starting to go on the road more with King Batch now. Yeah. You know,
it's,
so you go. So
it's different, like when he's like promoting you and putting the shit out there, right? You
right.
feel the difference.
You feel the difference. But that still being said, let's say if who I know, let's say like a Gerard Carmichael. Like if a Gerard there's a difference between somebody like Gerard be like, hey, come to this party with me, versus saying I got a TV show, come be on my show. You see what I'm saying? Just like the difference in what that's gonna do for your friend's career. That's the shit I be thinking about. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should just shut
it's
the fuck up.
It's a valid point, but I feel like nobody owes you nothing.
Nobody owes you nothing.
I'm just from that school. Like I don't know.
And I feel like when it's genuine, it's better. Like I remember when I was doing like heavy on social media, bro. And of course, everybody watches King Batch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody does. But for King Batch to come up to me and be like, "Nigga, the way you're doing shit is funny," it made it easier for me. Like I can call Batch right now and be like, "Yo, I got a skit." He don't care what it is. Nigga.
Let's call him right now. See if he pick up.
I gotta put a nigga down and shit. Hey, Batch, call me back. You get this message. I'm on a podcast. I'm just trying to see if he's my friend.
Pick up the phone, be like, who the fuck is this?
Straight to voicemail.
Who this?
The number you tried to reach.
New phone.
And who's this?
Hey, he got a reception. He got a reception. I think the Wi-Fi.
I'm going through a tunnel. I'm in the valley right now.
No, my bad. I'm
that nigga first. No, but it's like to have somebody like that tell you that you're good. I think that's enough sometimes. You know what I mean? For somebody that's already up there, millions of followers, is like, you know what you're doing, keep doing it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'd rather that than to be like, hey, I've seen people walk up to, hey, can I do a video with you? This nigga's just like, man, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
The fuck? Just you ask him that shit one time, and there's no way you could be that nigga friend, really.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Like I think probably something similar to that is Mike wrote a
This nigga.
Mike wrote a book called Wake Up Happy, and he was just talking about the people that
Man,
he
tell
knows.
this nigga to shut the hell up. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just talking regular fucking feelings. I'm just talking reckless, bro. I fucking met Mike. Mike is a super nice dude, bro. I'm talking beyond fucking nice.
I'm from New England, so I don't. He stole 2 Tom Brady Super
Stole?
Bowls.
Yes,
Stole,
sir.
nigga.
Stole.
You heard? Stole.
Yes, sir.
And you can tell him I said it.
Yes,
nigga.
sir.
That's funny.
That shit break my heart, bro. But
I'm a
continue,
Steelers
man.
fan, so y'all
Oh,
niggas be hurting my feelings. So anyway,
All right, my bad.
so he wrote a book, and he was just talking about a lot of the people that are close to him, and he wrote like a whole page about me, talking about how I'm a comedian, how I'm funny, and shit like that. And it gave me that validation, like how you said it did for you. I mean, I ain't did shit with it since, but you know,
I ain't do nothing with it.
I got the page in my
read it.
pocket.
Read it, took a nap.
Page 77.
I ain't going to no more
I
books.
got just the page in this
Yeah.
pocket.
Highlighted. He got it. No, this is the best part right here. Laminated.
This is the best part of the book right here.
Got doggy ears.
I think the cool
But
part
look-
about what we do too, if you do it long enough, people that you're a fan of become a fan of you too.
Absolutely.
So no matter whether it's
Absolutely.
social media or comedy, man, like eventually people that you love, you be like,
Is there a comic that you're a fan of that's a fan of you that you're like, yo, what the fuck?
I've seen some actors and they introduce themselves to me. I'm like, you know who I am? They're like, of course, man. I sent you a chocolate sundaes, and I was
Word.
like, no way.
Who, give us one.
Yeah, give us one. Name
Well,
drop.
So crazy part is like Dwayne Martin. I saw him out one time, and he was like, bro, like you performing this week? And I was like, huh? I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, hey, don't you host Chocolate Sundays? And he was like, yeah, I'm a fan. So he wound up being one of the producers on the show I'm doing with MC Light, and he was one of the people that got me in the room to get the audition. So it's like,
Damn.
it's one of those things where you genuinely become friends with people. Eventually, the relationship will pay off. So like,
Yeah.
it's super cool. Like he
Yeah.
was like, this the guy for the role. And that's how I got
fire.
it.
Who your person?
Damn. Paul George.
Oh,
By,
George.
yeah, by far, Paul George. Like I talk to this nigga every day now.
That's a
That's
Yeah.
dope.
So yeah, like when I found out he was a fan of me, because I was a big fan of Paul George. You know what I mean?
playoff P. He's a
Man,
beast.
when I found out that nigga was a fan of mine, I was just like, what the fuck, nigga?
Yeah.
Over in the sports, that shit crazy to me.
What about you, Gary? Anybody? Usher.
Next question.
I'm gonna tell you who mine is.
Who that?
Martin Lawrence.
No way.
I'm lying. No, I'm joking. What no, it's a true story. I was in the Comedy Store. He actually asked me to open up for him one time.
I was about to ask you, did you get any dates from him?
He actually asked me to open up for him one time, and this is when he first started coming back doing stand up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I couldn't because I think I was doing Rush Hour or something. I was doing something at the time.
Great
and-
problem to have.
Yeah. And so I couldn't do it. But anyways, he seen me like, that hallway, you coming down from when you going up to the belly room or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, man, you funny, man. He was like, I think he seen me on Key and Peele. He seen me in some of the Key and Peele sketches. He's like, you funny, man. You don't be overdoing it, man. Good shit. Keep up the good work or whatever. And I was like, fucking Martin Lawrence, know who the hell I am, bro? So that was like my person.
Getting that nod is special though. Getting
Yeah.
that nod from somebody you admire and they see you and be like, yo, that was funny.
Here goes one. Have you ever tried to be funny around somebody you admire
Never.
Yes.
and it didn't
Never.
pay off?
Yes.
Never.
Go for it.
I did Tehran show at the Laugh Factory. This was my first time doing the Laugh Factory. This is probably about 7 or 8 years ago. And
Took you that long, huh? No, I'm joking.
That-
I'm just being ass.
Dude, reckless side comment.
Hey, you see this nigga face?
Look,
Hey, this nigga face. Hey, yo, his face dropped, dog. I was like, I didn't even go look
Nah,
over
because
here,
I
bro.
couldn't
reach
find
for that guitar.
I couldn't find the guitar.
Trying to reach for the guitar.
Hey, I thought shit with Gary.
Drum
Gary knows
in my
my guy.
face.
Yeah,
with-
Gary knows all of. I'm
Yeah.
listening.
So anyway, I did Tehran show. This whole shit was hilarious though. So David Allen Greer, I've always been a fan of him from In Living Color all the way up into his
Facts.
stand up. And he put me up at the beginning of the show. Keep in mind, like I was going through some shit with my girl at that time. So we arguing while I'm on the way to the fucking Laugh Factory. He throws me right up. I fucking bomb. And I walk back past David Allen Greer and he kind of just looked at me like, and then I go outside and I see
Hey, do the look again. Hold on, do the shoulder shrug again.
Yo, but people that ain't comics don't understand that shit said a
Nah.
lot.
No, from your hero?
But
From your hero?
Here's the worst part. I've been in the game. I was in the game for well over 10 years at that point.
Yeah.
I go to the front where you walking in that, and Tehran out there, he was like, hey, man, I can show you where some cool open mics at. I was like, what the fuck?
Ooh, shit. Yeah, that's
Shout
a
out
stinger.
to Teron for the stage time.
I want me down, I get it. Hate that I keep winning. Stab my back is tempting.